What is up, guys? DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today I have the Skullcandy Hesh ANCs. I'm going to be bringing you guys a quick review on these. I don't know how quick it is, but we will see. I got a lot of information I want to bring out to you. Let you know what I think of these ANCs and what I think of Skullcandy as well, because I've never really had a pair of Skullcandies. So thank you guys for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you like tutorial videos, review videos on all kinds of items, a lot of electronics, DJ equipment, but a couple randoms in there every once in a while, please tune into my station, guys, DJ Martini Midwest. I do the research so you don't have to, so you guys can make some decisions on some of these, give you positives and negatives, try to give it to you guys in the easiest way I know how, is just a common consumer, and let you guys know what I think of these products. So if it's a value product, I try to bring it to you and let you know what I think, guys. Even if they're older or newer, I'm all over the place. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, DJ Martini Midwest. If you guys are helped at all I'm trying to do is help. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much. All right, Skullcandy ANCs. Let's talk about them today. So what's in the box? In the box, guys, you will get, of course, the headphones themselves, which do fold up. You will get a nice little bag here. Actually, this is like a coat material. I don't even know how to explain it, like a windbreaker, but then a nice felt inside right there, you can see, and two pockets for your cables. So it's actually pretty respectably built. So hopefully you get this in your box. Nice little case for the headphones, guys. Also in the case, you will get a charging cable, which is USB Type-C, and about a 3-foot cable for 3.5 millimeter jack, nice and black with gold tips, very nice. And then there's that charging cable right there. Also, you get a little, another quick start guide in the box. I will show you the box here, right here, and they on the box here claim 22 hours of battery life, rapid charge, folding, and you can find your headphones with a tile app actually as well. Cool little feature. Also a quick start guide right here, which actually has your controls on it. So something important in the box to take a look at it. Tells you how to pair, tells you how to turn your noise canceling on and off, and forward, pause, all those types of things. Very, very cool. That I like those quick start type of things. Makes it very easy to get them on and get going. All right, guys, let's talk about the headphones themselves. I'll show you them right now. Right here are the headphones, guys. Now you can see that they are kind of like a matte color. They're not shiny or anything, so they do fingerprint a little bit. And I wish they had more sheen to them. They're very, very dull. Very, very dull. Wish they had like some, just a little, they can be like a satin color. I'm okay with that, but they're really flat and they just fingerprint up. Kind of disappointing. They do have their little logo on there, Skullcandy, but very, very plasticky build. They do stretch. They do have nice pads actually. These aren't memory foam, but they're very, very nice. A nice leatherish pleatherish material there, guys. Nice fitment for me, at least. They do have left and right printed on there, which is nice. Nothing in the cups themselves, but they do have a nice fit. They are plasticky, like I said. They do adjust and fold and come out there at the top. So all that's there. Let's look at the actual headphones themselves. Everything's on one side, which is a nice, makes it nice and easy here, but it's like on the back side here. So we'll show you that here. So this is your power. This also turns your ANC on and off. This is for calls. This is plus up songs or volume right there, and then you have a negative here. There is your USB Type-C charging and your 3.5 millimeter jack. So you can see all that. And then there's really nothing on the other side, but they do have allegedly like 4 mics in them and 40 millimeter drivers. So pretty easy look at the headphones. Like I said, they do have padding at the top right here, but it's like 2 little pads here, guys, and that's it. And it's pretty thin. Like I said, you could still get your head right here, just enough. So it's kind of weird. I wish they would have just padded that whole top, but it is what it is, guys. And like I said, they do fold and turn, so you can put them in the bag easily for travel. Other than that, guys, that's about it. I'm okay with these. They're pretty light. Like I said, I don't 100% like the look with the really dullness, but you know, it's okay. And comfort wise, they do fit on my head really well. I have really big ears, so they do fit, and then they just kind of, just not pinch, but just kind of lay on my earlobe a little bit, but they do cover my ear nicely. So when I put them on, they do have some natural noise blocking with a good fitment from the pads and everything that seal my ears nicely. They don't feel like really pressure, like a lot of pressure in there, so that's not too bad. But they do have natural noise blocking, which is kind of cool, along with their ANC is going to help. So on the top of my head, they feel okay, but it does feel like that just the two little pads are touching my head, so you can kind of feel that, which is kind of weird. But other than that, I'm okay with their fitment, and I'm okay with their comfort. They don't have a lot of clamp force, but they don't feel like they're going to fly off my head or anything, so that is good there. Let's talk about the ANC right now. The ANC on these are pretty decent. The active noise canceling work pretty good. You do have to raise the volume just a little bit for it to work fantastic, but for the most part, with a good fitment and everything, it's going to work okay, guys. And you can be in pretty loud places and just nudge the volume up a little bit, and it's going to cover you pretty well. So I'm okay with the ANC on this active noise canceling. I think it works pretty decently. Now, it does change your sound signature, but we'll talk about that a little bit later, guys. Let's go ahead and just go over the stats on these. I think I dropped my sheet right here. Let's talk about the stats on these guys. So they do come in a couple colors, black, blue, and a light gray. Black right now on Amazon are going for $92. Blue and light gray are going for $103. They do retail at $129 if you got them brand new at Walmart. And they are called, of course, the Skullcandy Hesh ANC. They're not the Evo. There's four generations of this, so there's like a lot of versions. But like I said, Hesh ANC is what they're called. Let me double check that. Yep, Hesh ANC. So they are the Hesh ANC, not the Evo. Hesh ANC. All right, guys, they did come out the beginning of 2021 in January, so they're recently new. They're about a year old, so nothing too crazy, a year and a couple months. They do have ANC. They do have 22 hours of battery life. They are foldable and collapsible. They do have really cool quick charging, so 10 minutes of charging will give you 3 hours of playtime, which is kind of respectable, so that is pretty cool there. I like that with the quick charge. Collapsible, have 4 microphones in there for all kinds of things and the ambient sound, and they do have ANC, like I said, 40 millimeter drivers, which is pretty normal. They do have bigger drivers out there, but 40 millimeter is respectable. Bluetooth 5.0, and they weigh about 213 grams, and they do fit nicely over the ear. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about sound profile, or how do they sound, guys? Let's talk about it. Now, let's just say when I first got these, I put them on and I was actually surprised. Now, they're not crushers at all, so I was expecting Skullcandies. They're known to be very, very warm, and I was impressed that these are not. So I'm okay with that. I am very okay with that. Their sound profile was actually really something that I can enjoy, because they do have they still are a hash bit on the lower side for bass heads if you do not use the ANC. Once you use the ANC, it kind of diminishes some of that bass head of them and just makes it punchy, very, very punchy, not completely warm. So I could see a bass head not really liking these headphones, because they did reduce that a lot, especially when you use the ANC. I noticed that they become very, very punchy, but not super bassful, guys. They do have some bass to them, but I'm not saying that they're warm, okay? What I really loved is the sound profile on the mid-range was fantastic, actually. I was very, very surprised. It put a smile on my face, because I listen to a lot of live music. I like to hear singers and things like that, and at some points with really good sound quality and high-res music, it literally sounded like some of the artists were like talking through a microphone into my ear. It was a very, very cool signature. So it really surprised me, and you do lose a little bit of the treble because the mid-range is so up there. So I would say the sound profile is bass is kind of down here, mid-range is up here, and then your treble is just a little bit under. You do lose a little bit of the treble. I wouldn't say it's muddy or anything, but I would say you do lose a little bit with the high mid-range because it really jumps out at you. And so I kind of like that because like the clarity on them was pretty good. I didn't have any hiss or anything like that. It was very, very clean, crisp, not audiophile like, but it was the most I've heard in a pair of headphones for clarity through, you know, hearing voices and singing. Very, very cool there. So I personally like that sound profile, but some people will not. So it's going to be kind of a positive and negative at the same time, because sound comfort and sound is going to be up to you guys, and that's kind of where it goes. I can tell you how they work for me, but I can't tell you how they'll work for you. So, but I can kind of give you those ideas there where those things are at. So you're going to get a nice punchy bass, clear mid-range, guys, with voices. Oh, man, sounded really good. With the ANC, even better. Once you turn the ANC off, then the bass comes up a little bit. So that's kind of where they're at. There's no app for these, so you cannot do any EQ changes or anything, and so you are what you are. But I do like that mid-range on these. I'm going to hold on to these because I've never found a pair of headphones with the mid-range that sounded that crisp and clear so far to me. I do have really good pairs of headphones, and I am a big Sony person, so I do have, you know, like the 1000 WMs, but that sound clear overall with everything. And it's a good mixture of everything, but these just really stretch that voice out. And if you really like to just hear live performances and like that, with the voice taking over, man, these sounded pretty good in my opinion. Into positives and negatives, and we'll get you out of there. Hopefully a quick video for you guys today. On the Hesh ANC from Skullcandy's Pros, the ANC, pretty respectable. You still have to raise the volumes up a little bit, but pretty respectable ANC, active noise canceling. Sound signature for me, I really liked it, guys. I like some good mid-range. I like clear, crisp voices, and these really hit the spot for me. But if you're a bass head, they're not going to meet the Crusher standards at all, but they do have punchy bass and good sounding bass, and you're going to lose a little bit of treble in there as well. So that's kind of where we're at in sound signature. So microphones, that's going to be up to you. I will leave a microphone test at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. And then I love the case in the box. So that is a positive that you do get a case. I always love when companies throw cases in there, even if they're not fantastic. At least there's something to protect your headphones. So those are the pros for me. Price range was also pretty decent at a warehouse deal. Like I said, I think I got them for around $60. So I thought that was a good price, and it was comparable to some ones I was comparing to that I just did a review on the Soundcore Life 20s. So I do like those as well, but I definitely would prefer these over the Anchor. I think they're the Q20s. So cons, their build quality. The reviews that I looked at, usually they're pretty mixed on the build quality, with the plastic saying some of these corners kind of snapped and things like that. So build quality could be an issue. I'm not a fan of their really matte finish, guys. I wish they'd put some sheen on this, a little bit more sheen. That way they wouldn't be so fingerprinty. And low battery life. 22 hours of battery life is pretty low compared to the industry standard on these headphones. So 22 hours, I think they could have done better than that, but I do like the quick charge. So 10 minutes, 3 hours, that's pretty respectable. And then, you know, sound, like I said, that's going to be positive or negative for people out there. And, you know, I think that's about it for positives and negatives, guys. Also, I would say that, of course, if you can get them for the $60, man, absolute deal. I would definitely pick them up for that. $129, even $100, probably a little bit out of my range for what you get with these. But the $60, definitely, I'm a fan of that. And I don't think you could find a cheaper pair with the mid-range that they're popping out there. So they really stuck out to me for that mid-range, and I'm going to hold on to these because I've never had a pair of headphones that sound as crisp on the mid-range size as these, for particularly that one reason. Now, if I wanted overall clearness and clarity, there would be some other headphones, of course, that sound a lot better, but just for the mid-range and voices, really could appreciate that. All right, guys, other than that, I think this has just been a general overview of this product. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will leave some links, guys, if you're interested. Other than that, if you guys are helped at all by this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and like the video. Think about subscribing, guys. That's all I got for you. There is more videos to come. I did go crazy and bought a bunch of headphones lately, so I will be bringing those to you. I also have some other videos coming up as well, so stay tuned for those. More to come on DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. Thank you guys so much. We will talk to you guys later.